I've been keeping this to myself since March, but I need to get it out there because people need to know what's going on. So my name is Ty, and I live in the Davis School District, which is actually investigated by the Department of Justice for Racism. And anyways, a couple months ago, this is back in March, I was in history class, and the kid next to me started saying a whole bunch of offensive things about Jewish people. I'm like, dude, don't say that, that's not okay. And so he started being racist toward me. He started saying things like, your ancestors picked the cotton that my hoodie was made out of. He called me the N-word. He told me, no, don't get pulled over the police because they'll beat you up because you're black. And all these offensive things. And anyways, me thinking that my school district had actually changed, that they'd taken the DOJ seriously, I went to my principal and told her what happened. And I go home and I get an email from my vice principal, who's actually black, that I had been suspended and accused of SA because I made the comment, if I was the president, because earlier I'd been talking about the war in Ukraine that just started, and I said, if I was the president of the United States, get a team of military professionals, which would include people that do things for money, to distract and take out Vladimir Putin, who is a mass murderer. He's killed millions of innocent Ukrainians. And I said that I'd get a team of military professionals, which would include that, and the school district accused me of SA, discrimination of someone's sexual orientation, and they suspended me. I said, okay, that's not okay. You know, that comment may have not been appropriate, but the punishment for that is way above. That's not acceptable. And so I went to the district because I thought it was my principal. It turns out it was the district, but when I talked to the district made it look like, oh, that was just a little mess up, we're all good. And so they actually called my parents after that and said, hey, we want to have a meeting to talk about the suspension. And so I was at this, they had a special program, like a extra, like special classes. And anyways, I was there, and the district loves to use that building for meetings and stuff because it's really nice. And anyways, the lady who I talked to, she's over the Office of Equal Opportunity. She's the one who I talked to at the district. Sorry if this story is getting confusing. Anyways, I went to her and I said, hey, we don't need to have this meeting. You just need to apologize to me because what you did, it wasn't okay, because it was actually her who suspended me. She made the decision on that, and she actually admitted that to me. And I said, hey, you just need to apologize. You know, that's what you did wasn't okay. Just simply say sorry. And she said, no, we're not going to do that. And she got in my face. She got off threatening, and she said, we're going to have this meeting. And I said, okay, I'm sorry, because I'm freaking out because I'm not used to being harassed by adults. And her coworker was also there. And anyways, her coworker was there, so if I ever went forward, they could make it look like I was lying. But anyways, she started harassing me. She started saying, you know, don't report this. And the crazy part is this lady's half black, if you can believe that. And she went to the district. She grew up in the district. She knows how bad it is. And so anyways, I'm like, okay, sorry. I'm trying to hold back tears. I'm freaking out. I'm shaking. And so they take me into this collab room, and they're like, call your dad. And so I called my dad, and she's like, why does that say your mom on your phone? And she's just all, it is in a form harassment. And they'd also violated my freedom of speech and my constitutional rights and my civil rights. I may have mixed that up, but anyways, they violated that. And so anyways, I called my dad, and he didn't answer. I wish he would have, because maybe he could have heard how scared I was and done something. But anyways, I left, freaked out. The lady who's in charge of the Office of Equal Opportunity actually followed behind me very far back so I wouldn't notice that she was following behind me, but I caught her. And so anyways, a couple days later, they had the meeting with my parents, and they told me, this is personal, but it needs to be out there. So I saw her outside of my school office room, or the, like, whatever it is. And anyways, she was all smiling and happy. She's like, oh, today we get to take down a kid who is against racism. And so anyways, I freaked out and I ran away because these people are scary. And the thing is, I'm adopted, and so my adopted parents don't really accept that there is racism, that there is a history there. They don't accept that. They don't accept that black people are present in our society. And so anyways, I freaked out and I ran away. My dad's like, get here now or we're going to take everything away from you. And I said no. And there's some stuff that I'm not going to share. But anyways, because of that meeting, because of the district saying that, you know what, your kid, he's a serious threat to us. He's calling out racism. He's calling out things that just aren't okay. Racism, hatred, discrimination, and you need to stop him. So they put me on online school. And they put a whole bunch of restrictions on my phone. And they got super restrictive. And they, you know, most parents punish their kids for doing things like drugs and doing other things, not for standing up for their people, not for standing up for what's right. And so anyways, I need to get this out there. If they see this, they'll probably take everything away from me. I'm used to their punishments by now. I've started an online business. If you want to buy something so I can afford to get out of here, because it's so bad here, and I need to get my story out there, because what happened to me is happening to so many more students, and we have to stop that. So thank you.